So, you've authored a children's book. Congratulations! You're now part of an elite group of authors. But the journey doesn't end there. In order to ensure that your book reaches its full potential, you need to make sure that it's properly marketed and distributed. And one of the most important aspects of marketing your children's book is having it available in an audiobook format. Having your children's book professionally narrated in this way has several benefits. Here are just a few reasons why you should consider having your children's book narrated. 1. It increases the accessibility of your book. Many kids out there struggle with reading, whether it be due to a learning difficulty such as dyslexia or simply because they haven't yet developed their reading skills. By having your book narrated, you're opening up your book to a whole new audience of kids. By listening along as they read, they can follow the story much more easily and won't get frustrated by not being able to read the words on the page. This is a great way to encourage and develop a love of reading in kids who might otherwise struggle with it. Then there are, of course, children with disabilities, such as impaired vision or blindness. For these kids, being able to listen to a book being read aloud is another way they can enjoy them, making narration a vital aspect of making your book accessible to all. 2. It can help bring the story to life for young listeners. Remember, children's books are a unique genre. While they are written for children, they are often read aloud by parents. However, not all parents are confident in their ability to do justice to the story when reading aloud. This is where narration comes in. By having a professional narrator read your book, you can be sure that the story is being read in a way that you intended, with all the emotion and excitement it deserves. A professional storyteller will know how to bring your book's characters and settings to life, keeping young listeners enthralled from beginning to end. They can deliver authentic and believable character voices, which can really help kids to engage with the story and bring it to life. A professional audiobook narrator can also add sound effects and background noises to further bring the story to life and captivate young listeners. 3. Take your children's book with you for long journeys. One of the best features of an audiobook is you can take it anywhere with you while doing something else. One of the best ways to experience a children's audiobook is in the car. That way, the whole family can enjoy the story together, no matter where you are. Who can forget the summer holidays of the early 2000s that were dominated by an avalanche of families listening to Harry Potter books narrated by Stephen Fry as they made their way in the car to their respective holiday destinations? You too can enjoy this successful experience, perhaps not always quite on the same scale, mind, by having your children's book narrated. By doing so, you're giving families the opportunity to enjoy your story together, even while they're on the go. 4. It can help you connect with a wider audience. By having your children's book narrated, you can tap into the vast and ever-growing market of audiobook listeners. The audiobook market continues to grow at an unbelievable 24.8% per year, thanks in large part to platforms such as Audible and iTunes. Moreover, the rise of smart speakers in the home means that people now listen to audiobooks more than ever before. In fact, a recent study found that a third of all smart speaker owners say they have listened to an audiobook on it. So, by having your book narrated, you're making it accessible to kids who struggle with reading and opening it up to a much wider audience. And we all know, the more people who are exposed to your book, the more likely it is to be a success. Have your children's book professionally narrated today. If you're looking to have your children's book narrated, then feel free to get in touch with me today. As a professional audiobook narrator, I would be more than happy to help bring your story to life. On the homepage of my website, you can have a listen to various showreels that will give you an idea of my range. I read in a versatile British female accent and can voice as many characters as you need. I also have my own recording studio, so I can provide high-quality recordings that are ready to be published upon delivery. I can also add music and sound effects. To have a chat about your children's book and your goals in more detail, contact me today through my website at nickygriffithsvo.co.uk. Thanks for listening, and don't forget to subscribe.